What's going on, family? I go by Royal Blue on this platform. For those of you that didn't know, now you know. And welcome to my live. If you are a returning supporter, one of my A1s, my day ones, we started all the way from the bottom, chosen ones, as one subscriber. We up. Thank you guys for energetically donating to my channel, your time and energy, and returning back to the live, returning back if you was able to catch this live. I thank you guys for being on this 3-year spiritual journey with me this far, as I continue operating my willpower, focusing on my calling, aligning with my purpose, doing my will on earth. I really do appreciate y'all for supporting me. Whether my messages are resonatable or just the fact you tapped in as well. You know that's how divine feminine's and divine masculine's life go. So you able to acknowledge the truth in my messages. So it can be different or resonatable, or you know it's true because you experienced it. You know, you faced it. You aware of it. However, you came to the channel. I really do appreciate y'all. Because as y'all know, being on this spiritual journey is not easy. You woke to everything. You woke to everything. And that leads me to the title of my message. No matter what, they gonna always misunderstand you, chosen ones, because of your eyes, because of your vision, because of you being able to, due to the fact you're woke and you see beyond the veil. You see the truth behind who they are, what they do, the spirit that operates in them. You see deeply rooted. And they can't because they surface level thinkers and seers. So you'll always be misunderstood. If it's by chance you're new to this live and you have not yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I'm going live or I'm uploading. Just like the video is titled, no matter what, they will still misunderstand you, chosen ones. And let's highlight this. Let's highlight this. Because I know being misunderstood can be very much so discouraging. It can affect your confidence and the way you show up in the world for yourself and your calling, because of the fact people not vindicating your walk, your path, your truth, who you are, what you do, and how you being led. You being vindicated based off your spiritual connection to divine, your spiritual awakening, or in some cases, your relationship with the Most High. So, me personally, I feel people that understand you don't understand your value. They don't understand your morals, your integrity. And you know, chosen ones, like I said, it's because you woke. You woke. So if you're a real true divine feminine or divine masculine, you know, being intuitively woken, you will learn how to move and navigate in this world because of your normal operation. You had to switch things up, chosen ones, because of your normal operation did not set boundaries. So being on this journey, your experience will not only add self-worth, but it will also add self-value. And in the midst of you being on this journey, a lot of things that you did loosely is going to be out of you. You no longer can do. Your spirit won't allow you to do. Your knowing, your wisdom, your knowledge, what you know now, it won't allow you. So a lot of chosen ones not moving how they used to move before they knew who they were. When you didn't know who you were, you was moving loosely. You talking too much. Allowing the wrong people to be attached to you, giving your time, energy, body, and soul to the wrong person, places, and things, right? So a lot of y'all gonna begin to grow and develop. The more you grow and develop, the more value you add, the more high vibrational you become. See, you had to learn throughout your experience to move in your future self. See, your future self was already written, chosen ones. So your experiences, life experiences, trials, tribulations, circumstances will mold you into the future you. And as you transitioning over to that individual the Most High call you to be, in a lot of cases, people will identify as shedding old skin or growing and developing. But you're going to realize when you begin to move in ways to protect yourself, your peace, your sanity, your mind, body, soul. Not only is it going to be misunderstood, but your attackers and these people that you will cross paths with, because being on this spiritual journey, you will cross paths with a lot of different people. Strangers, you don't know them, you know them. You're going to run across a lot of people. You're going to realize this new improved you is what's blocking a lot of your enemies and attackers from conspiring in the same ways that they used to conspire in. Do that make sense? See, a lot of y'all attackers used to conspire against y'all because of eternal lack of awareness. You didn't know your worth. You wasn't saved. You didn't have value. You didn't know your value. You didn't have morals, right? So, like I said, a lot of y'all talk too much. You tell too much. You overshare. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Overshare. So, a lot of who you used to be is not as recipient anymore due to your boundaries. So that means the enemy, your enemies, your attackers, have to come towards you in different ways. Now that you have learned how they come, they will have to figure out different ways to come at you. And they will make you feel bad for not being as accessible as you used to be. For an example, a lot of your enemies and attackers probably walked in your front door. You didn't know, right? A lot of your enemies and attackers were people you was friends with, dating. You didn't know, right? So it had to take your enemies and your attackers conspiring against you to recognize how they come every time. Your whole life journey and mission gonna be full of trials, tribulations, attacks. You're gonna experience a lot of enemies, haters, jealousy. You're gonna experience enough low vibrational, negative, demonic, wicked stuff. Because once again, you can see beyond the veil. You're going to identify and experience so much of it to the point not only you're going to be able to identify how the enemy comes. And in order for the enemy to destroy you, the enemy really got to get to know the details of information of you. They got to be connected to you. You know what I'm saying? They got to be bound in you in some type of way. Well, those are the barriers that you have set. So it's not easy to get close to you how it used to be. It ain't easy to come in your house, how, you know, you have house parties or have company, right? A lot of stuff is not easy anymore, right? So when you begin to move in ways to protect your energy, your mind, your body, and soul, what they're going to do is manipulate your energy to bring you back into that place that allow your enemies and your attackers an open door to lie, steal, kill, and destroy in your life. If all that makes sense, let me just break it down, because as the download is coming through me, I'm explaining it, how it's coming through me. A lot of weapons formed against you was insight, detail, was the key you handed. Do that make sense? You handed your enemies and your attackers the keys to gossip, slander your name, bash you, talk about you, speak on you, or anything like that. You handed them the keys, not because you was dumb, slow, or gullible. It's because of your heart. You didn't enter connections and relationships and friendships with intentions, right? You allow these people in or around you because either they familiar spirit, the vibe, the energy, but whatever it was, it never was, you never had bad intentions, right? It never was for a wicked or deceitful reason or purpose. Well, that's what your enemies fed off of. Your attackers, chosen ones, they feed off your heart space. And your heart space allows people in. You're a friendly person. You're a people's person in a lot of cases. Y'all know how to communicate well with people. Just go based off the energy you hold. You hold the energy and the presence of a welcoming. You know what I'm saying? You have such magnetic and drawn energy that people connect with you and they feel welcome. You know what I'm saying? They feel like you walking them in, which you are walking them in your energy, your life, your time, your space. So what a lot of your attackers do is what I realize. They get around you and they begin to peep out how differently you operate, how differently you move. And they begin to recognize that you move more so differently than the world, right? And what I mean about differently from the world, just like it says in scripture, they hate what's good and love what's evil. You operated from a good sense of knowing, a good place of interest, a good judgment, a good sense of humor, a good, just godly and good, right? And what your enemies did is fed off your righteous acts. They fed off your good energy. They fed off your niceness, your kindness. They fed off your politeness. They fed off your beautiful smile. They fed off your non-judgmental acts. They fed off every good and righteous, positive thing that you showed them in the midst of you connecting with them. They fed off of it. And what your enemies and attackers did is felt that they were studying you in that moment. Studying you just to realize and recognize you move differently. Thinking that they can conspire in some type of negative way because your energy, your motion, your movement didn't match theirs. See, that what makes your attackers draw swords. Your energy, your motion, your movement, your ways don't match theirs. So off top, the wicked think that they can overrule the righteous because they feel you don't have no fight. They feel you don't have a voice. They feel you don't have a backbone. They feel you don't have some type of knowing in ways to where you can protect your innocence. You can protect your heart. You can protect your niceness. You can protect your righteous spirit. You can protect how generous and uprooted you are, right? They thought that you didn't have nothing in you to protect you. So before all this transpired, they seen how you move, and what they wanted to do was use their motion versus your motion. Because be mindful, chosen ones, it's always competition. They watch and study your movement just to see how you can compete with them. And what makes them misunderstand you and look over you is because of your motion, because of how you move. You move in a sway-like way, and they feel it's too soft. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is with the world, but they feel you too soft. They feel you too good, right? So throughout recognizing this, throughout seeing that, oh, okay, my attackers are my attackers, my enemies are my enemies, because they think it's sweet over here, and they think, oh, it's nice. They think I don't have a backbone. They think I don't have a voice. They think that I'm gullible because I'm open. You know, they thought all the misunderstanding stuff, but failing to realize you move how you move. Your motion is how it is because you see through the veil. And when you have had a certain amount of experiences of people coming up against you in some type of way, you will begin to grow and develop and move in ways to not repeat cycles that you don't want to repeat. You know what I'm saying? See, chosen ones, being part of this assignment, you will be put through a test. And a lot of y'all see cycles in y'all life, meaning things repeatedly happen. It may was a different person or a different circumstance, but it was similar to a repeated cycle of something. Usually when you can identify a cycle, that means that you either failed the lesson or then learn from the lesson. But when you able to move, when you able to see movement in your life, you moving forward mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, usually movement be a sign that you learning your lessons. You passing these tests. You on the right path, and you operating, doing, and carrying on exactly how divine want you to carry on. So in the midst of these cycles, you grew to develop a sense of harmony that protects you when it come down to you, because you realize that you are really a child of God, and you don't move how 99% of these people move out here, right? You don't move how 99% of these people move. These people get around you, they think you out of your mind. They think that you don't know what's going down here on earth. You too sweet and you too nice. And I'm telling you, when you begin to protect your innocence, not because you have to, because you forced to, because you realize who you are, is what makes people feel like they can run over you, use you, mistreat you, mishandle you, talk to you crazy. I'm telling you, when you begin to switch up your operation, and when you begin to water your foundation and add potential and maturity in your walk, I'm telling you, people are gonna, your enemies and your attackers, it's like they instantly know that you moving different, because they They will begin to like do things that can possibly put you back in that energy that you move from, or they can make you feel bad for the energy you in to make you feel like you should be who you used to be. But you not who you used to be, because who you are right now, who you are right now is the reason you not who you used to be. Do that make sense? Who you are right now is the reason why you not who you used to be. Cause you know being who you are, it's like, I'm telling you, it's like it left you defenseless. It just left you defenseless. Cause if you really a child of God, people purposely put the spotlight, people purposely shine the light on you. People, I don't even know if they recognize this or not, but they put you in the spotlight. That's how you know that you uniquely different and set apart from the world, because people will put you in the spotlight. You didn't choose to be in the spotlight. You didn't wish to be in the spotlight. People will put you in the spotlight because of your indifferences. And your indifferences is so unique, mysterious, and beyond this world that they underlined it. You get what I'm saying? They make you feel like that who you are and how you operate is rare. Cause you can't possibly say, oh, all these people are out here teaming up, and no, they not out there doing what they do to you to everybody. They do to you that they don't do to everybody because you are different from everybody. They purposely leave you out of the conversation, leave you out of the assignment, leave you out. They leave you out. They purposely, like, the only time your attackers and enemies would draw near you is if they trying to learn and figure something else about you. And when they do that, they depart. Have you realized that? Have you noticed that? That's why I say a lot of them put you in the spotlight. A lot of them really be confirmation to where you at and who you are. See, the Most High sometimes don't have to always communicate that to you. Your enemies will acknowledge to you through their actions. I know I'm powerful, something like that. Or I know I'm unique, something like that. Or I know I'm a child of God, something like that. And why would your spirit naturally think about that? Because of how differently they treat you. And if you are uniquely different and set apart from this world, they're going to confirm that to you. But now that you know you can't be friends with everybody, now you know that you can't love everybody, you can't be nice to everyone, you can't help everyone. Now that you know a lot of what you know that you didn't know that made you loose in the world, now that you are secured, I'm not gonna say that you boxed in, because they'll try to box you in. They'll try to act like they know you. That be a sign right there that people off top begin to study you. You very intriguing. People be around you 1 hour. Off top, oh, I know you. How you know me in 1 hour? They sit, watch, and study you. I'm telling you. And they use your motion to see how they conspire against you. To see how they can conspire against you. When you're not loosely with your mouth, loosely with your business, loosely with your personal life, loosely with what you got going on, it's hard for your enemies, Satan, your attackers, to conspire against you. Of course, you're going to have these fakes coming in, smiling in your face like they like you. You're going to have people asking you personal questions. A lot of y'all used to answer the personal questions unknowingly. That's how nice and a good person you are. You won't think nothing of the personal questions that they ask you, and you will unknowingly, off top, answer personal questions, failing to realize all you doing is giving your enemies cleverage and source to have over your head. But now that you moving different, now that you moving wise, thank God for that. Now that you moving wise, They taking your potential, they taking this new you, your maturity, as something that is not, once again. So no matter who you are, who you becoming, no matter how of a great person you will, you can't please them. And I realize the more you please yourself, the more peace you have within yourself, you attract a lot of dissatisfied individuals. They dissatisfied with themselves. I'm telling you. But it's like you're not giving them what they want no more. You're not giving them what they want. So now they saying things that's not true. They saying you bougie. They saying you have a nasty attitude. They saying that you standoffish. You think you more than everybody. Failing to realize your ways and who you are now matured you in such way because of the fact when you wasn't who you used to be. And I know you wasn't this. I know you wasn't. I know you didn't want to be mean to people. I know you don't want to. I know you don't like being standoffish. I know you don't like walking around with a mean mug like you mad at the world. But you had to operate like this to protect yourself. It's not the fact the world turned you cold. It's the fact that you seen the world seeing you as a target because of your righteous spirit and your uprooted ways. So when you get tired of being the villain, when you get tired of being used and abused and mistreated because you have a good heart, you a good person, you nice to people, you friendly to people, you speak, you treat everybody how you want to be treated. When you begin to get tired of being treated bad, of exchange of your goodness, in a lot of cases, y'all gonna put on acts. You gonna become Hollywood. You not really mad, but you got that look on your face. It's to protect your innocence. So a lot of people in this case, with you having this motion, a lot of people, I mean, I'm telling you, like, this is the moment where people really gotta want to know you to get to know you. And if they don't really want to know you, what they're doing is making strong assumptions about you. And the strong assumptions that they making about you are wrong. Now you evil. Now you this. Now you that. But then when you was nice, sweet, open and friendly, you was dumb and you was gullible and you was slow. Now that you not giving them that energy no more. Now they classifying you as other stuff. Oh, he think he more than everybody. She thinks she more than everybody. She have an attitude. How I got an attitude? Because I'm staying to myself. I'm keeping to myself. I'm keeping my mouth closed. I don't have none to tell y'all. I don't have none of my business to share. They taking you not being open how you used to be wrongly. But when you was open, they took that bad and deceived it and made you feel like you being godlike, you being righteous, you being that was a bad thing. They tried to humiliate you for the natural aura you operated in, and now they want to criticize you for the natural aura you protecting your natural light in. Do that make sense? A lot of y'all protecting y'all natural light by operating in a way that you know the world is more acceptable and prone to. And y'all know the world love bad attitude women. The world love hateful, nasty, evil, misled people. The world love insecure, doubtful, low self-esteem people, right? But when you was shown, you ain't got nothing to give them. They ain't got no signs of what you could be. When you have worked on your posture so much to the point people can't look at you and read you, nor is you operating in a way to give them any information. I'm telling you, they most definitely gonna classify you as evil. You think that you got treated evil for being good. Begin to act how they act just to protect yourself. They calling you what they naturally act. They calling you evil and you naturally act like that though. That's your natural essence. I know what I do. I know why I do what I do. I know why I don't smile all the time. I know why I can't be happy to everybody. I know why I can't be friendly and nice to everybody. But what's your reason behind being who you naturally are? I have a reason for not being who I can't naturally be, but being who I am to protect me, because I love me. I'm in myself love journey. And just because you don't approve with how I'm moving, that don't mean that I'm gonna move differently so that you can get under me to deceive me. The problem is your enemies and your attackers gotta come up and do some more work and figure out a way to get under you to deceive you, because that old you is not the same you anymore. They documentation, they details of your personality, your characteristics, the details that they have written, the journal that they have of whatever they done journal, because they've been keeping tabs of you. They've been making journals and making little note tabs. They can't use it no more because for some reason you changed drastically. And when you change drastically, you changed in a way to protect your integrity, to protect your heart space, to protect your innocence. And that's foreign to natural evildoers. Do that make sense? See, something like that is completely foreign to natural evildoers. They can't think outside the box. They can't think like you. You know what I'm saying? So what they trying to figure out is is you like them? That's what they trying to figure out. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They trying to figure out, is you like them? So you best believe, chosen ones, they gonna keep watch, keep tabs, keep a close eye out on you, because they trying to figure out, is you one of them now? Not the fact that you actually one of them, but the fact it's like, you know how they copy you? I ain't gonna say you copy them, but you took what's normal and popular in society, crafted with your natural essence, your natural oil, and it's like you working with good and bad at the same time, but it's for good. It ain't for bad. Because you got people that work for good and bad, but it's all for bad. It's like you working for good and bad, but it's for your good, to protect you. Do that make sense, chosen ones? Let me read what y'all talking about. And like I said, as I'm saying this, y'all, the message is gonna come. Ugh, crap. All right, you are a real life cartoon. I am not no cartoon. Each day a bus goes to heaven to meet Jesus. You deserve a first class ticket. You're a child of God. Oh, that was so nice, Frandy. I appreciate that positivity. Mina, what size shoe do you wear? I wear an 8. All right. Them glasses look good on you, sister. Thank you. I appreciate it. Exactly what has been happening. 9 years of gang stalking. Reasons why they gang stalk y'all. They have to focus on y'all. First off, because your enemies want you not to believe that you're not really a child of God or a chosen one so bad. But they actions speak louder than they words. They words don't say nothing. That's why they actions speak louder. And that's your confirmation that they may not acknowledge it. They may not agree with you, but you know through their actions, chosen ones. And the only reason why I say that is because they do become gang stalkers. Chosen ones, have you ever wondered, because your vibration is so radiant and so leveled, it's hiding. Have you ever asked yourself, why do people automatically like push you out the way? They show you that you set apart. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. And they do this, and a lot of them do this once they feel that they got something on you. that can either destroy your life, or if it was enough to form they plot, form they plan. Cause I'm telling you, a lot of y'all so powerful, bro. Chosen ones, people speak on y'all, and it's like it be excitement added to their life. Some of y'all life are so uniquely designed, and and it has action, and it's always something to the point. You know, people talk about anything these days, right? Well, chosen ones have the life to give people something to talk about. They may call you weird. They may say you sound crazy, but who you are, whatever you do, give people something to talk about. So when people gang stalk you, that's basically confirmation to you have a intriguing life. Your life's just interesting. You have to have some going on, something that draws attention to be gang stalked. You get what I'm saying? Gang stalking is actually watching a person, following a person without their permission, keeping up with them without their permission. Ain't no way your life rated PG-13 and in a dull way. You know what I'm saying? Like chosen ones, you got a rated life. It's rated R. It's rated action. It's rated. But it's rated enough to be talked about, spoke about a whole lot. Even you as a person, you as an individual, you that dope, you that powerful, you that uniquely different. You really him and her. You get what I'm saying? You give people something to talk about, no matter if it's good, bad, ugly, or sad. And when you recognize that you always the topic of discussion, even though they box you in or purposely overlook you or make you feel outcast, I promise you, you be the topic of discussion. And don't let you be a chosen one that they look good. Not only do you have a beautiful spirit, a beautiful soul, but you attractive and stuff like that, you most certainly the topic of discussion. Because a lot of them be trying to figure out how they can connect to you on some type of lustful way, just to drag your name through the mud and talk about you. You get what I'm saying? So watch out for them. Watch out for lust itself. Watch out for the spirit of lust. Because people not liking people these days. They lusting after them. Lust and like is two different things. You know what I'm saying, chosen ones? People don't even know how to communicate no more to get to know an individual. So the only thing out here is lust. That's the only thing out here. It be ready and it stay ready. That's lust. But anyways, chosen ones, like I said, you be the topic of discussion because you move so mysteriously. You move so rare. You know what I'm saying? Folks be wanting to know what you be going on. And if you secretive, it's worse. If you secretive, you the type to keep your personal life private, your kids private. Man, these folks behind closed doors like first 48. Not trying to figure out who trying to kill you or who, but they out here like first 48 trying to solve your life. I'm telling you, bro, they trying to figure out. They trying to like FBI your life, chosen ones. You think you secret. Hell, behind closed doors, what you don't know, man, these people got so many stories of you, so much, oh, you did this, you was that place, and you don't even know. Just lying on you. Half of this stuff ain't even true. Half of just come from a hater. Somebody that was hating on you or jealous of you. That's where a lot of these lies come from. Somebody for you ain't gonna lie, but somebody jealous and hating on you, they ain't got nothing but lies to share to somebody else simple-minded who don't like you, who find you offended or jealous of you, just so all of them can group together and basically be a bunch of haters, because that's all they be, just a group of haters, discussing illusions due to envy and jealousy. But like I said, chosen ones, you gonna realize, man, not just everywhere. At your workplace, your neighborhood, school, man, you gonna realize that people be watching you, man. Like real talk, especially you stand to yourself. Man, you out here, you powerful, you a chosen one, and you stay to yourself. And you think folks just gonna be staring at you. You know people staring at you. Look up and turn around. Folks be Like, who is that? They be trying to figure out where you come from, who you are, and where you come from. Do you hear me, chosen one? So not to mention, think about if you don't move loosely no more. You don't give everybody your name. Usually you get, oh, hey, my name's such and such. Everybody knew your name. Everybody knew your social media platform. You're not as loose with your identity, with your mindset, your location, your gifts, abilities, your talents, your creativity. You're not as loosely like they chosen ones. So it's like now you're making the enemy work extra hard. And you know the enemy people, they don't learn nothing over there. Over there, it ain't no discipline. It ain't no instructions. So they don't know another way to come at you. So what the enemy gonna do is send a counterfeit, or send a Judas to try to figure you out again. Cause I'm telling you, if y'all ask me, the way these people be moving out here, I feel like all your attackers know each other. I feel like anybody that come in your life that do the enemy's work in your life, all of them be knowing each other. I don't care if they from another town, city, and country. The way divine intervention be, the way divine be putting the dots together, family. All these folks be acting like they be knowing each other. It's like all of them be acting like they know you, and you the only one don't be knowing them or what's going on. But they be knowing you. They be knowing what you got going on. I'm telling you, bro. It's like you got the sauce and don't know you got the sauce. It's like you got it and don't know you got it, bro. Because majority of your upbringing, majority of your coming up, you had people to go against your mind because they didn't believe your mind or they didn't understand your mind. They didn't understand you. They didn't understand your presence. They didn't understand who you were, and what you came in this world to do. So you had a lot of people not only sleep on you, write you off, but they characterize you because they didn't understand. Now, chosen ones, I'm telling you, it's differently out here. Some of y'all have matured and grew tremendously to the point even your old enemies don't know how to stand in your presence, don't know how to be in your presence. The ones that thought they knew you, felt they knew you, they don't even know what to say in your presence. Because you have outgrown so much of what they felt they knew or what they felt they had. Do that make sense? You have grown so much from the information, from them, the details in their journal regarding you. You have grew and changed so much. You get what I'm saying, chosen ones? They recognize it. They recognize it. And a lot of them, like I say, now that you're not overly sharing your life, overly sharing information, overly posting, overly, you're not doing a lot of overly stuff. It's like you giving what's needed. And it ain't too much. It's just what's needed. Telling you, chosen ones, it has your enemies plundering. It has them plundering and confused because a lot of them don't even know what's next. Especially if they play with sorcery and did witchcraft on you and they recognize the transition in your life. They recognize how you done switched up. A lot of them are afraid and scared because they don't know what you will do next. A lot of your enemies so paranoid, they thinking that you done found out what they did to you, thinking that you will turn around and do that to them because they feel that you are a hurt person like them out here hurting other people. But they fail to realize your growth and operation don't go based off vengeance. Your growth and operation go based off forgiveness. It goes based off forgiveness. It goes based off letting go and letting God. You get what I'm saying? That's how you strive. That's how you move forward. That's how you keep a straight, narrow path. Letting go, letting God, forgiving. I didn't say forget, but I did say forgive. Moving forward, letting them have it. Letting them feel and think what they want. See, that has brought you into your eternal power, which is major growth. great potential, strong maturity, telling you. And they don't know what to say. Like I'm telling you, if use one of your family members for an example. Family members you ain't seen in a while. If you go around them, it's like they ain't gonna know how to be or who to be around you. They gonna wait on you to make the first move. They gonna wait on you to start the first conversation. They gonna wait to see what you do. And what you do will be what they mirror, what they follow after of. When you have outgrown people, outgrown the world, just outgrown a lot, you realize that people wait on you to make the first move. They don't know how to come at you. They don't know how to be around you. And that leads to a lot of people that watch you and study you. It's not only the fact to keep up and try to figure out your life, thinking that they can do some destiny swiping or destiny prevention or destiny hindrance, but they monks study and copy you because a lot of them realize that they can't mess with you. They can't mess with you. They vibe just bad. They vibe off. They mind out. Like they can't mess with you even if they try to mess with you because you on a different level mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Hell, it can even be financially, but we're not going to say financially because we know money don't make us. Who we are, the shadow work we do, what we choose to, who we choose to become is what make you. Our life, our trials and tribulations made you. It could have either broke you or made you, but in your case, it made you. It made you who you are. You experiencing that situation with that lady being overly nice and too friendly and seeing how she repaid your good for evil showed you that you can't be too nice and friendly to everybody. You get what I'm saying? Your life experience is going to show you a lot. And it's not the fact to move forward in life saying, oh, because he treated me like this or she treated me like this, I'm going to treat everybody like that. It's just the fact that the veil lifted off your eyes and you can see people for who and what they is. You get what I'm saying? I realize that familiar spirits will always match your spirit. Familiar spirits will always match your spirit. And you being very spiritually in tune and spiritually ranked in the spiritual realm will help you navigate such acceptance when it come down to people, to the point you will be able to read people and read their energy, read them from miles away. You knew he was a deceiver. You knew she was a liar. You knew that she would sleep with your boyfriend. You knew this because when you first meet these people, you so powerful, they truth comes out to you, especially if you are living in your truth. See, when you live in your truth and you are powerful, when you around people, all they do is mirror your energy. You so powerful that they mirror your energy. So a lot of them would get in your energy thinking they either you or showing you their truth. That's why when they do certain things that go against the grain and you ask them, they act like they don't remember because they be possessed and they be possessed and high off energy that they not used to or they don't usually operate in. It's like getting drunk. You not usually that person when you drinking. You not usually that person when you smoking. All right, well, it's like dealing with somebody very powerful. They not who they normally be being in your energy. That's how hypnotizing and what's the term? That's how magnetic and big your energy is to the point people can gravitate off of it. Failing to realize who you are, they will become. I'm telling you, why you think people get around you and start copying you? Because you're so powerful. Who you are, they will become. If you are a man and woman living in truth, you're going to see so much truth to these people. And this truth is things that they've been hiding from everybody. But just because you got the veil lift off your eyes, You can see the truth of them that they've been hiding from everybody, that they can't hide from you. And you realize why they ghost you, why they don't like you, why they begin to hate you for no reason or without cause. Because they operated in a way that they don't usually show people that they showed to you. And they confused on how I gave this to you, how I showed you this, how I told you this. I'm telling you, and that's where the studying, researching, copying, and study come in, because these folks be thinking that they be having they Holy Spirit, give it to me. They be thinking that they be having a posture together. They be having this mask that they wear. They be thinking that they be having it so together until they run across somebody powerful that will unknowingly snatch that mask off them, because they so powerful and their energy reveals the truth of people. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, chosen ones, this will happen a lot in your experience. You're going to realize that you didn't have problems with people you connected with, but for some reason 3 days or suddenly they begin to have a problem with you. Have you ever asked yourself that? When I first met you, it wasn't no misunderstanding. When I first met you, the vibe was right, the energy was right. When we first met, everything was good. What turned left field? Well, for one, you are not like they own. For one, For two, they gave an identity or some type of detailed truth, which would be considered skeletons in a closet or some hen that don't nobody know, that they show you. So they feel exposed. So instead of you being an enemy, because they know you're not going to just be an enemy to them, you're a good person. They know you a good person. They become an enemy to you. So they begin to do things towards you and to you for no reason, to make you hate them, because they naturally hate you because what they was able to show you, what they was able to reveal to you. I'm telling you, chosen ones, this how I go. Because of what they was able to reveal to you and show you. A lot of your enemies and attackers became enemies and attackers because of what they revealed and showed to you. They had a mask on for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Well, who do you think you are to come around me and I just feel like I can be honest with myself? I just feel like I can be truthful with myself. I just feel like I can be myself. Who do you think you are? Who can you be for me to be myself? I don't even be myself to my wife. I don't even be myself to my husband. I'm not even myself to my mama. I am somebody different to all these people because I don't want them to know who I really am for some reason. Maybe it's the skeletons. I don't know. Maybe it's something I don't know. But they will envy you because you broke down. You broke down the focal point. And that's they fake. And they will hate you because you are real. And they will watch you, study you, and mock you, or purposely leave you out to make you feel bad for being something so powerful. All right, y'all. So I ended up receiving this message before my phone suddenly died. The enemy be wanting to shut you down. They be wanting to shut you down. They be wanting to counsel you, or in a lot of cases, they be so eager to ruin your reputation because of the truth you live, the truth you speak, or the truth you know. Ask yourself this, chosen ones, why not only Jesus Christ, but every other chosen one you know, why it was something about their reputation or their name came up against. Why it was something like that came up against. I'm telling you, my phone shutting down on me is a clear sign and confirmation that, just like I said, when they begin to hate you without reasoning, and all you could have been, all you probably was nice, respectful, out the way, or too overly sharing with these people. Once you realize when you overshare your information, how they ghost you or just start talking to you, in a lot of cases, they got some on you that they feel is a topic. They feel they have a topic on you. When you got people you communicate with and they feel like they know a little of your personal information, you don't hear from them no more. You done said something to them, but to you in your life, it feel like a curse. To you in your life, it's like you ain't got no motion. But to them, you are the topic of discussion. Do you hear me? You most certainly is the topic of discussion. And that's why these people do such thing. That's why they do such thing. But one thing I do realize as being the chosen one, you never gave none of these people a reason to switch up on you. You never gave them a reason to assassinate your character. Now, you giving them a reason. And how you giving them a reason? Well, you ain't got nothing much to say to them. You ain't got no personal business to tell them. You ain't got no smile to give them. We ain't smiling in nobody's face like we on the rainbow no more. You more serious. You know what I'm saying? Being in this spiritual journey has caused you to, I'm not saying you never been serious, but you more serious about your calling. You more serious about you. You more serious about your mission. And your seriousness, your devotion, your motivation towards your truth, who you are, who you becoming, is really for the cause people. It's really for the cause them a reason to be who they are. And they're just like that scripture. New levels, different devils. How? It's a new level, but a different devil. Because you growing and developing. And the same devils can't come in your life and attack you in the same way. If the same devils coming in your life attacking you in the same way, it's a test that you didn't pass or it's something you're not understanding. But if you recognize in your life your eternal essence, growing, enhancing, developing, becoming more equivalent. If you recognize yourself becoming more equivalent and equipped, or however you want to identify it, you passing tests and you learning lessons, because a new level is a different devil. And in order to go to any level, you gotta you gotta pass the level you've been on. So it took this. It took you becoming who you are, doing what you're doing, being this way to move up. You basically moving up, chosen ones. And once again, your attackers are going to make you feel like you ain't moving up, because everything you do, everything you say, anything you got going on, they want to paint it out to be wrong, bad, negative, or something of who they naturally are, a way they naturally operate in, a way they naturally think, a way they naturally stuck and stagnant in. They gonna misunderstand everything you do. But now, being in this sense of security to protect your body, mind, and soul, they really, it's like being on a vibration. Once again, you're not on a low vibration. You on a vibration of seeing it for what it is and ain't playing no more games. We in the last days, ain't nobody playing no more games. You have outgrown the I want to fit in so bad. You have outgrown the trying to fit in so bad. You have outgrown, chosen ones, the being hard on yourself. You get what I'm saying? You more so into I'm walking it like I talk it. You more so into I accept it and I'm moving forward. You more so into that type of energy. That's the best way I could describe it off top. You more so into that type of energy. Real talk. You be more so into that type of energy. And guess what, chosen ones? Good morning, chosen. I like your video. Please, you talk a wise talk. Thank you for speaking out for us chosen ones. God bless you. Thank you, Lord Jesus on earth. Amen. All praises go to y'all. Thank you, Joy. Hey. So, like I said, chosen ones, if people that knew that you was a good person, you know, you didn't mind, like, you know what I'm saying, putting them up on update of your life, people that, you know that you didn't mind communicating, because like I said, you one of them people you can communicate about anything, not just your business. But people that once knew you, I'm telling you, they gonna take your growth as a bad thing. And people that don't know you, but you running across is revealing to you probably how your old enemies and old attackers are seeing you, because they seeing you in a sense that they painted you in, but you wasn't in. Now they seeing you in this sense. So that's the confirmation, chosen ones. That confirmation, you're not who you used to be. You're not that easily. You're not that overshare. You're not that loose. You're just not that person you used to be no more. You get what I'm saying? And people that don't know you will reveal this to you, because like I said, they will say things that really don't mark your truth. They really don't follow in alignment with what you know about yourself, how you see yourself, the truth you are aware. And you're going to wonder, why is this being said? Why do you think that I'm bougie? Why do they think that? They just basically revealing the new you that's unfamiliar to them. That's all. They just revealing the new you that's unfamiliar to them. I've been talking for a while, y'all. Let me get y'all updated because my phone died. And this ponytail tight. Ooh, it feels so good. Ooh. If you know, you know. All my dreadheads, if you know, you know. Ooh, that feels so much better. All right. There we go. Let me take so many comments, see what y'all talking about. Square face. What? I'm not saying her name. She doesn't use her name unless she want me to. I say, no weapons formed against me or any marriages. My husband, Christ shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Every tongue that rises against me in judgment. Why are deceivers found? It's their career goal. Listen, chosen ones. I know a lot of truth sounds crazy, foreign, or diabolical. But I promise you, being an awakened soul on earth, I feel they all know each other. I feel a lot of these spirits know each other, family. I'm gonna use this for an example. Social media. It's somebody on social media that I promise you I feel is a deceiver. But this person has a big following. This person has a huge following on social media. Huge following. Real popular on social media. So I went and got a bag for the gym. And I made a post. Headed to the gym with my green bag. The very next day, this person make a post with the same bag. Me feeling like, oh, all I'm following, they don't know me. Oh, this person sat on the other side of town, another city, another state, they don't know me. They be knowing each other, and can't nobody tell me that these deceivers don't be knowing each other, bro. They connected to each other. I don't know if spiritually, they're just like familiar spirits with you, man. These folks be acting like they know each other. Because they will come at you, antagonizing you with what somebody you connected to, with what somebody you connected to know or feel like they know about you, and somebody that don't even know you will begin to say things indirectly towards you, but accurate of you. Man, these folks be acting like they know each other. So she made a post. I'm the real such and such. She made a post with the brand purse that I had on, with the same brand purse that I had on. And she was like, I'm the real such and such. And I was scrolling, and I was like, and this is not one of these things where you can randomly come about a post and your conscience is heavy. You just this messed up person, so you feel like the post is for you. Because this is not the sense of this. This is the sense of you coming of a post that you know you have gang stalkers and stalkers, and you coming up on somebody's post, and that gang stalker is sending you signs that they have somebody near you, connected to you, that's keeping up with you. I'm telling you, chosen ones, because they don't love you because you're not their own. They be trying to give one of their own your identity. Man, God be the glory. It's in scripture, it says they hate you because you not one of their own. Man, these folks are so weird. They will try to give one of their own your whole identity. Bro, they would try to give one of their own your whole style. These folks would try to cramp your style. These folks would try to take your spotlight. They compete with you constantly. I'm telling you, chosen ones, it's like these demons and devils be knowing each other. They be knowing each other. I don't care what city, state, town, or country they from. They act like they spirits be familiar and be telepathically communicating with each other because of their actions and how it comes off as an antagonization towards your character, towards who you are, where you at in life, what you doing in life, what you have in life. It's like they be purposely sick for you, sick towards you. I'm telling you, chosen one. And people you think not watching you, watching you. I'm telling you. You got somebody probably in your mind right now that you expected to cheer you on and be happy for you and all of that. And you think that person ain't watching you. The people y'all think not watching y'all is watching y'all. It's the people you think not watching you that's actually either supporting you or minding their own business. It's the ones that act like they don't see you, seeing everything you do, wanting to see everything you do, wanting to see everything you have going on, or actually spying to see everything you have going on. I'm telling you. And they will try to, like I said, chosen ones, once again, they separate themselves from you because either you live in your truth, you speak your truth, or you tell your truth. Or you tell your true chosen ones. They are connected to lower power, sis, but they will make you think they are of a higher source. I knew in my spirit they be connected to one another. Like, it's like, have you ever realized how all your enemies for some reason just all gather? All y'all that didn't like me, hated me for whatever reason, I don't even care, but this is who y'all are and this is what y'all give out in the universe. This the energy y'all put in the universe. All like it don't be making sense. It's like they be knowing what group you come from. I'm telling you, they be knowing your group. They be knowing the place you come from. They be knowing the spirit that sent you. They be knowing it. And they go back to seeing behind the veil. They go back to seeing behind the veil. If you see beyond the veil, you understand completely of what I'm talking about. But if you can't see beyond the veil, what I'm saying to you probably sound crazy. You probably think I sound out of my mind. You probably think that I'm just making up stuff, and this type of stuff I'm saying can't be made up, because you got to have an outer world mind to make up stuff like this, or you just have to be a fiction or non-fiction book reader just to even accumulate or come up with theories like this, or communication like this. But I know they be connected, family. Them gang stalkers, they be something else. They be something else with themselves. People will begin to dislike you, and all of a sudden, you seeing on their social media platform, they following the same people that so-called don't mess with you. They they friends with your enemy, your biggest hater. They friends with your mama. How is you friends with my mama and y'all different age? Y'all different age groups. And you knew I had mama problems. How is y'all friends? That's your enemy. I'm telling you, that's your enemy. These folks be coming to the same church as you. They'll come in the same area as you, live over there where you at, just to run across you, just so you can see them with the people that don't like you, talked about you. They put themselves out to show you that I chose my own kind over you. And them choosing their own kind over you, it may hurt. But you need to see the spiritual warfare behind them choosing somebody that you have either communicated to them. They lied, betrayed me, hurt me, deceived me, did me wrong. You don't communicate this to them, and they still choose to be friends with these folks. They be letting you know that they are your enemy. All your enemies are friends with your enemies. I'm telling you, chosen ones, friends with them, following them on social media, they got some type of connection. I'm telling you, they have some type of connection. And the universe works in such mysterious way, which I think everything is operated by our energy, family. Our energy is our real true coping mechanism, but everybody is not intuitively knowledgeable spiritually to understand the depths of the warfare in our existence. But me personally, I feel I can just tell you, Stacked, God knows what's in your heart. I just know, chosen ones, for a fact, they didn't even like the old you. And you gave them a whole lot to talk about. They most certainly not gonna like the new you, but this is the difference. They ain't got nothing to talk about, because the new you is not the old you that's giving the enemy the same ways, ideals, style that they once used to come towards you. It's not working. So they can't easily just walk into your life. They can't easily just tell you anything. They can't just easily vibe with you because they vibing with you. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a deeper, meaningful reason now. The other reasons were just because you a good person, just because you a child of God. Well, you know that. Well, you want to know something? A lot of people play with you because of that, but then pray for you. And this new thing, pray for me. Don't play with me. You get what I'm saying? See, you was operating in some play with me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they just took everything nice about you. Everything open about you. They just misunderstood it and took it left. So they played with you, played in your face, all of that back then. They played with you, and you had prayer. Now they praying for you because they can't play with you. And they praying for you is because them now not being able to play with you is basically them identifying you as cruel, mean, and all of this. Who they naturally are. See, they can identify this new change in a negative way, but can't identify their negativity in a good way. You know what I'm saying? But they perceiving this new you in a negative way. Telling you, chosen ones, that's just what's going on. So now they praying for you. Oh, you need to stop. Oh, you too mean. How am I too mean? Like this what these folks saying. They saying you mean. In the back of your head, you the nicest person ever. You just put on for your city. You put on a show because I know your spirit ain't right. I know you want me to look. And this is another thing. Thank you, Holy Spirit. A lot of y'all used to dim y'all damn light. A lot of y'all used to dim y'all damn light for these folks. You so nice. You used to dim your light for these people. You didn't want to step on nobody's toes. You didn't want to say the same wrong thing. You didn't want to make the wrong face expression. You didn't want to make the wrong move. It ain't even the fact that you mean in this. It's just the fact you ain't dimming your light no more. See, they thought that you was sweet back then because you dimmed your light for everybody. Not because of you, but because of your heart. Your heart allowed everybody to be in a spotlight. Your heart allowed everybody to go first. Your heart allowed everybody to show themselves what they made of. Your heart allowed everybody to brag on their wins. Brag on they growing. Brag on who they are, who they becoming. I'm telling you. It allowed all of that and pushing you to the side. You around folks bragging about them. Dimming your light, and what they is shining. And here you are. That's what I'm saying, chosen ones. What? A lot of y'all just not dimming y'all light no more. So you not dimming your light, meaning you not showing up humble. And this is where these allegations is coming from. This is why they seeing you in such way. Your performance is not looking like somebody opening a door for the next. Your performance is more so like you being courageous and bold. I'm walking through the door. You looking out for you. It's more so you looking out for you. Not self-centered, not selfish, but you looking out for you. You're not dimming your light no more, but you don't care about what's going on over here, what's going on over there. If it ain't going on with what's over here, you don't care none about it. You ain't got no time for it, no energy for it, no attention for it. And when you ain't dimming your light no more, I'm telling you, chosen ones, man, you were so humble. You used to allow people to embrace how they are happy with themselves, how they are happy with their life, the choices that they are making, the decisions they have. You were so humble. You used to allow people to take the spotlight, them failing to realize you were the spotlight. You were the spotlight. You just was humble. Now you ain't humble no more. You actually taking the role that was designed for you, and that's lead. God be the glory. You actually taking the path that was designed for you, and that's put you first. You actually taking the path, and that's self-love. That's a self-love journey. You get what I'm saying? You actually choosing this path for yourself, and it's not coming. It's not coming off how it used to be. You're not humble anymore. You're not apologizing anymore. You're not sorry anymore. You're not careful anymore. You wide range. I heard wide range. You wide range, chosen ones. You get what I'm saying? Like I say, it's not the fact that you change for the worse. You change for the better. And all your enemies, all they wanted to do was steal your spotlight, steal your mission, steal your destiny, steal it. And it's like this new you who God uprooted you to become. It's like you coming back for everything that was stolen. This potential, your maturity, how you showing up in the world, the stand you taking, it's like you coming back for everything the enemy stole. And it's like they not going to be able to mark you as they territory no more because they don't know how to come in. They don't know how to slither they snake way, Judas way in. You coming back for everything. And guess what, chosen ones? Because you a child of God, your comeback, ooh, Holy Spirit, your comeback is discipline and reproof. Your comeback is discipline and reproof. Do you hear me, chosen ones? Your comeback is really discipline and reproof. Do you hear me? You look like you got structure over there, baby. You look like you know something. You look like you know. You look like some shadow work. You showing up and I do real shadow work. I don't talk about it. I be about it. You showing up in some real I be about it energy, chosen ones. You showing up in some real determined, motivated, getting back everything the enemy owe me energy. I'm telling you, chosen ones. And when you win some type of when you win this type of demeanor, they say you obnoxious. They say that you arrogant. They say you all of this stuff that you ain't. You just showing up confident. You showing up for sure. You showing up ready. You get what I'm saying? You weren't ready for all of that because you didn't even know that all of that was part of this and that. Now that you experience that and that, you know that that and that is a part of this and that. And you know what to do with that. You know what to do with it. God be the glory. You know what to do with that, chosen ones. You know what to do. You know how to do it. And you know how to handle it. Basically, I'm telling you. Because I'm telling you, chosen ones, you ask yourself, in your most godly energy, it's like everybody was going against you, playing in your face, disrespecting you. It's like you was experiencing trials and tribulations of many kind. But now being in your godly, serious energy is like actually saying, oh, I'm on the battlefield. It's like actually saying, it's like actually admitting to what's going on, who you are, what you come in this world to do, and not second guessing it. See, when you don't second guess and you able to walk firm. Your posture is uprooted. You walk like you talk it, right? You walking it like you talking it, chosen ones, and you already powerful. It's looking intimidating. It's looking very much so intimidating. So like I say, chosen ones, they don't know how to come at you. They gotta figure you out. See, your enemies, they always doing work when it come down to you. They work to destroy you. But not only do they got to work to destroy you, they got to work to figure out how to destroy you. And they tiring themselves out because now they realizing the work you doing is more work that they have to put in to fulfill their plan, fulfill their mission. Even if they were assigned to fulfill that plan, to fulfill that mission, they still got to put that work in. And a lot of them so fake, phony, liars and deceivers, they can't even put in the real work necessary just to get you in a place and get you where they want you to be. See, fake people got to put in a lot of work just to run across somebody authentic. And when you really run across somebody authentic, it go real left because that person that lives in truth able to see you for the fake you are. And if you not a strong fake, it ain't no way possible you can go against the truth. If you're not a strong fake, it ain't no possible way you can go against the spirit of truth. So that's why they be coming from the woodworks. That's why one will come, two will come, three will come. Because they foundation, they lies, they deception is not strong enough to fight against you. To fight against your purpose, your mission, your assignment. Because it's real. This is real, that is fake. It's weak over here because it's not, because it's fake. Do that make sense, chosen ones? I'm telling you, I know I'm putting it to how it's coming to me, family. I'm putting it exactly how it's coming to me. Folks have to work hard. They mad. I'm getting somebody mad. They mad at themselves. You know, it's like taking a 20. It's like taking a test over and over and over again, and you just tired of it, and you want to get it already. You want to ace it already. You want to have it figured out already. You want to know the answers to it already. I'm feeling that's what your enemy's feeling. They just wanna get you out the way already. They just want to do it already, but because your creator is mysterious, they can't do it already. It ain't happened already because your Christ is mysterious. And your God know how to work around they deception. Your Christ know how to work around they plan. Not only work around they plan, but your God, your Christ know how to upgrade you, re-strengthen you, redirect you, remold you, teach you, guide you, advance you, mature you, call you, just to get you prepared for what can never touch you. They end up growing you because your trials and tribulations made you who you are today. Do you hear me? Your trials and tribulations made you who you are today. So while they was planning, Christ had a plan for every plan they had for you. Christ had a plan to grow you, develop you, strengthen you, wisen you in every attack that was meant to destroy you. And you came out stronger and better than your enemies ever felt and thought that they knew you. And now they can't even recognize you. And a lot of them are mad because they know that they'll never see you, be in your energy again, connect with you again. A lot of them mad because they bored. They bored. See, and I'm feeling that y'all gave these folks something to do. You gave them something to talk about. You been just speaking on you. Gave them some attention. They finally heard, finally seen, finally seen. See, a lot of them was finally heard and finally seen speaking on your life. That's why they spoke so much of it, said so much about it. That's why you always remain the topic of discussion. Because these folks knew how dope you were. They knew that your life was full of hardships, trials, and tribulations that the average person wouldn't have been able to come out of. Do you hear me? That the average person wouldn't have been able to come out of. So, baby, they gave you a storyline. They gave them something to talk about because they already wrote you off and predict that you was going to die, that you was going to stop, that you was going to fail, that you weren't going to survive, that you was going to give up. It's like looking at a movie thinking you know what's going to happen next, and then something totally different happened next. Now you have to recalculate what can possibly happen forward in the movie. But you got to stay tuned in order to see if your calculations was accurate. And a lot of your enemies had to stay tuned just to see if their calculations was accurate. And now that their calculations is off, some gave up. And it's some of their mission. It's some of their mission. You are their mission. In some cases, you are their mission. I'm telling you, chosen ones, you are their mission. I'm telling you, these downloads, it's just coming to me. You are their mission in some cases. You are their missions. Piggyback off our God-given knowledge and positive energy. That's what they'll try to do. She said piggyback. I'm telling you, chosen ones, that's what they'll try to do. Truth be told, I'm telling you, truth be told, chosen ones, truth be told, you gotta watch them. Cause a lot of them now, I'm telling you, it ain't no telling how they finna come in now. A lot of them mad, so a lot of them finna come in. I'm telling you, they come in many ways. My experiences was me somebody with a cool vibe, but I realized like this person will play with me and they'll like always hit on me, right? And that's why I don't play with nobody. I don't play, nor do I play with people, especially when it come down to hitting somebody. Because chosen ones, a lot of people, they play with you and they be playing, fighting, playing him with you, they really be wanting to do that to you for real. They really be meaning that. They wish it hurted. They wish it was harder than that. I'm telling you. I don't play with folks, and I don't allow nobody to hit on me. Cause telling you, chosen ones, you will recognize, like, dang, the devil really hate God's people to the point they like seeing you hurt. They like seeing you abused, mistreated. Man, they like seeing you unloved, unvalued, unappreciated. They like making you feel you not. They like making you feel like you not who you are in this world, when you are actually who you know you are in this world. That's the reason why they always try to make like or make you feel like you not him or her. Because they know. They know. They know it, chosen ones. They know you actually him/her. Daniel. Yeah, a lot of y'all are protectors. Like, y'all don't like bad things happening to people, or you the type to speak up when bad done. It ain't many people like that out in the world. But if you one of those folks, that's a prime example. If you experience that, if that's part of your experience, you able to see that the weak people like the weakest people. I'm telling you, the weak ones that flock together, they like the weakest people, or they pick out people they feel the weakest link. Because they'll do it to you. They'll run across you thinking you weak, thinking you don't have a backbone, feeling like you don't know who you are. You don't know what God you serve. Like you afraid, like you ain't grown. A lot of them be trying to little boy and little girl you like you ain't grown. Like I said, chosen ones, y'all ain't dimming y'all light no more. A lot of y'all just not dimming y'all light no more, and people not taking it casually. They not taking it good. You get what I'm saying? You ain't opening. It's like you just open the door for everybody to shit on you. Christ saying, nah. You let shit on you. It's time for you to show shit. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to show up now. Some of y'all let shit on y'all. Real talk. Because that's how humble, loving, giving, and caring you were. You really love people. You really cared about people. It never was about the spotlight. It never was about being seen and heard. It never was about who accomplished this, who accomplished that. It was more so about people feeling good in your energy, happy in your energy, and peace in your energy. Even in your humble moments, you opening the door for these folks. They try to shit on you, humble you. I'm already humble. How can you humble somebody already humble? That ought to let you know you was more powerful than you thought. That ought to let you know you had more influence and power than you thought. Even in your humble moments, they saying you not humble. Your light shines so bright. Even in the midst of you dimming your light, it ain't dim enough. They want to dim it more, to the point you might as well cover your mouth and shut your eyes so that they can have full control, because it be seeming like that's what they want. Like, oh, let me just shut my eyes and tie my mouth up. Maybe you will feel more superior. Maybe you will feel vindicated, and maybe you will feel powerful. Maybe you will feel what you want. But even in the humble moments, even when you had a blind eye, even in the midst of you having a closed mouth, it wasn't enough. So you best believe you felt a fluffing some feathers, chosen ones. I'm telling you, your brilliance, your creativity, it's for the fluffing some feathers. This new you is for the fluffing some feathers. As this old skin shan, this new you is fluffing a lot of feathers. And you're going to realize that they never perceive you exactly of how you see yourself. Every time somebody speak on your name, speak on who you are or how you be, it's always left field. It's like, what y'all looking at? What is y'all seeing? Because that ain't, according to self-reflection, ain't none of what y'all talking about, ain't none of that going on in over here And I know if I'm blind to who I am, all I have to do is ask the Most High. The Most High ain't finna just send me all of this and not tell me about me. All I have to do is ask the Most High what I'm blind to. So how y'all accumulated all this about me and not once have divine nor the Most High said this about me? So who are y'all talking about? Who are y'all looking at? Who are y'all hearing? What are y'all seeing? That's a clear sign that everybody is blind. Many people are blind. Only few can actually see. Because you like, what is they looking at? Who is that? Why how you think about yourself don't align with how people thinking about you? Why how you think about yourself don't align with how people think about you? When you know every day you wake up, you work to be this, you work to be that. You work on this, you work on that. You know how you want to show up and how you want to be considered in this world. Why it's not accurate and why other people can't see it, can't see what you see in yourself. Why other people see something differently you see in yourself. Why it be foreign or be misunderstood when you hear them out in regards of seeing you how you see yourself. And you would think you being yourself would know more about yourself than somebody else know about you, but they act like they know more about you than you know about yourself. And what they know, God ain't told you. The Most High ain't told you this. The Most High ain't shared this with you. You ain't got no sign, synchronicity. Where is this coming from? That lets you know they not reading me. They I don't know what's going on. It's that veil. It's that veil. They gotta have that veil lifted off. I'm telling you, chosen ones, though, that's why a lot of us are being called to attract our tribe. Because people got that veil on, and when they got that veil on, what they see, it ain't true. What they hear, it ain't right. You gotta actually have that veil off, your eyes and your ears, to see the truth, hear the truth, know the truth. And if you don't, you misunderstood. You misunderstand. I'm telling you, you misunderstood and misunderstand. People are definitely, obviously blind. They are, most certainly. They are chosen ones. Like I said, you will get firsthand of what can possibly be going on in the world, because if you're not a part of the world and Christ sets you aside from the world, that means the world will try to use what the world know on you. The world will try to use what the world aware of on you. And you got to use what the world don't know back on the world. You got to use what you know of the word that God, the Most High, Divine, Holy Spirit told you about the word. You got to bring that information into the world, because the world don't know. I'm telling you, the world don't know. It's like an exchange. Every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. You don't see them as competition. You don't block them out. You don't misunderstand them. You don't believe what you want to believe or perceive what you want to perceive when it come down to them, though. But they do that with you without understanding, without knowing you. At least you give them a chance. They don't give you no chance. They just go accumulating and assuming. At least you gave them a chance. A lot of them ain't even got that chance no more to be seen, heard, nor recognized. A lot of them got to go out their way heavily now to even get your attention, chosen ones. They got to go out, and I'm telling you it's true because it's happening in real life. They have to go out your way for you to even look up for a split second. They did all that. They went out their way to do all of that just so you can look up for a split second and turn your head back around. Why? Because you're minding the business that pays you. Because you're not that loosely with your energy. Everybody ain't welcome. Everybody ain't for you. Everybody don't like you. Everybody ain't a child of God. Everybody don't hold the spirit you hold. Everybody don't hold the heart you hold. You seen this by opening yourself up to everybody like your God did. Like Jesus Christ did. Jesus Christ in that Bible opened himself up to everybody. And he learned from opening himself up to everybody that you can't be for everybody. I'm telling you, you can't be for everybody. Opening up yourself up to everybody will show you how people are. And you will understand and see for yourself that I may be rare, unique, and hard to find. You will see yourself. It's a strong possibility I may be rare, unique, and hard to find. It's a strong possibility I may be built from a different cloth. It's a strong possibility I'm not of this world, and this world is not of me, because I don't act like this world, and this world doggone show don't act like me. It's a strong possibility. You're going to be able to identify why they was talking. You're going to be able to identify why they was hating. When you begin to walk in some unapologetically energy and own the energy, own the power, own the spiritual authority that you have, when you begin to own it, own your truth, own your destiny, own your mission. And when I say own, be grateful, be appreciative of it. God gonna turn you up a big notch, not a little notch. God is gonna turn you up a big notch. And you gonna see why they hate it. They hate it when you didn't know, and they gonna damn sure hate when you know. You gonna realize even in your lowest why you was being treated and handled the way you was being treated and handled. Because even you seeing yourself for who you were, your value was still hidden. Christ didn't want you to know that you the shit's not it. Christ didn't want you to really, really know that, because you still needed work. You still needed a lot of work. See, you got these fakes. They ain't got the eternal work, but they got the external work. And the eternal don't match the external. And they think that they something they not. You get what I'm saying? Your external matches your eternal. Different ball game. That's a different story. Different ball game. Different story, chosen ones. You gonna realize you was the shit's not it. For my women out there, my divine feminities, I know you saying to yourself, I always got a hater. I don't even be knowing these folks. I know you deal with jealousy left to right, left to right. You dealing with jealousy should let you know that it's a lot of unsecured women out here, and a lot of them hide behind a man, they banking account, or they degree, or in a lot of cases, the materialistic things of this world. But you just being a real female, you being the one living in your truth, doing you gonna recognize all these fakes. I'm telling you, all you have to do is live in your truth. You're going to recognize all of these fakes. And you're going to ask yourself, how did you fool many? How did you fool many? And you're going to say to yourself, that's why they don't like me. Because I'm real. I'm real. I'm a real one. This world don't like real ones. This world don't like real ones. Do you hear me? They don't like real ones. They all for the fakes. This world don't like real ones. You best believe it. They ain't gotta accept it. They ain't gotta. This world don't like real ones, bro. I'm telling you. If you a real one, I ain't even gotta ask you how the world treated you so far. You seen how the world treated you being a real one. And I ain't saying that you just had a bad life because anybody that wronged you came up against you. Your best friend karma showed back up on them. Or in a lot of cases, your ancestors or your spiritual team. So it ain't like people just go out here messing with you and don't reap consequences or repercussions. Cause we ain't gonna not speak. we gonna add that now. Don't think it's just sweet. You gonna experience trials. It's consequences because you know here. You may not look like consequences and repercussions came with messing with you, but it did. And how it's going to show up? It ain't going to show up you physically causing consequences or repercussions. Nah, it's going to show up spiritually in these folks' life. Spiritually. And if they had sense enough to open up their eyes and ears to see, they'll recognize when I did this to him or did this to her, it's like everything went downhill. It's like everything changed, but for the worse. They don't be seeing that, though, chosen ones. They don't be seeing it because, like I said, it's important to have that veil lift off your eyes. That's why when the awakened ones or people have this spiritual awakening, that's why they lose friends and relationships and family members and stuff like that, because they see them for who they are, and they can't be fooled. They can't be fooled by, oh, you my mama, you my blood, I live with you, you support me financially. They can't be fooled by the external no more. They see the truth. They see why you help them. They see why you the mama and you keep them so close and you put them on a pedal. They see behind your Jezebel in your lying spirit. They see behind it, and that's why they withdraw from these folks. That's why they withdraw. Ask anybody that has become spiritually awakened. Ask them, has any of their relationships, friendships, connections changed drastically? They're going to tell you the truth. Going to be like, why it's changed? Because I don't see. They're going to be like, I don't see them the same no more. You outgrow people, family. You outgrow people. And in some cases, Christ will put so many people to help grow you, to get you ready for the people that was meant to stay. You may outgrow a lot of people, but in the midst of their growing, you becoming the person that you are destined to become for the people that are meant to stay in your life. So no matter what you've been through, it all played a significant part and role in who you are becoming, and in the life you will fulfill. Period. In that same life you will fulfill. People gonna play a role in it as well. Like in some cases, y'all kingdom spouse, kingdom marriages. Some of these folks are already married. You thinking you done missed out because they already married. They already took it. That first wife helped that man to be a real husband. That, I'm not saying they marriage didn't matter. I'm not saying their relationship didn't matter. I'm not saying their connection didn't matter. But a lot of our kingdom spouses are occupied with other individuals because those individuals have the worst part of our kingdom spouse, which will embrace them to become in the best parts of themselves. So all they doing is making them good for you. All they doing is preparing them for you. All your enemies did was prepare you for the great things that the Most High had in store for you. The wonderful, trustworthy, loving, giving, caring, like wise people like you. That's all Christ did, was prepare people for more of your kind. That's all. I'm telling you, chosen ones. Just prepared you for more of their kind. He's speaking German. You are kind, Daniel. I'm telling you, God, man, Christ will use. Christ will use anybody to get you across the finish line, to get you to your next destination. Christ will use the people that don't even want to be used. And you will know they don't want to be used because they'll be quick to throw in your face how they helped you. Or in some cases, if they help you, it's like out of the blue, they become envious and nasty towards you. Like, you just helped me yesterday. I'm walking up in here today. You ain't speaking. You got an attitude like I did something to you. It dawned on them that they helped you. And them helping people, it wasn't in them to do. So they trying to figure out what made them help you. And because they don't understand that sense, because they not spiritually inclined, they begin to hate you for something that they don't naturally do. They begin to hate you. That it wasn't naturally in them to do. And they gonna hate you for it. That done happened to me many times where I took leap of faith to prosper. I did something big to prosper. I moved out my hometown, all of this stuff. And I knew I was on the right path. Because when I took these leap of faith to prosper, in the midst of my path, things was aligning. I didn't have no money, but still a roof was over my head. I didn't have no money, but food still ended up in my refrigerator. I didn't have no furniture, but still Christ sent people in my life to donate me furniture and donate me beds for my kids and stuff. So that's how I knew I was on the right path, because the right path was aligning with the way I was going. And the way I was going was this way. So if I'm going this way and it's aligning, that means I'm on the right path. And in some cases, being on the right path, Christ will put people of believers or non-believers on your path to help you. And to identify the non-believers, like I say, they would get, they whole demeanor would change. They would go from helping you, you identifying that as there wasn't nobody but God. That's why it says in scripture, all praise belong to God, because these folks they don't naturally have it in them to do what they did. God used them to do what they did. And that's why you got to give all praises to the Most High, because if it wasn't for the Most High, you want to say yes, even though it was naturally in you to say no. It went, all praises goes to the Most High, because you shut that door on me, and the Most High opened up another one that no man could shut. All praises goes to the Most High, not man, not man, not man, y'all. All praises go to the Most High. These folks be helping you, doing and be regretting. They be behind closed doors, beating themselves up, probably hitting their head. How I'm helping her? How am I helping him? Why I keep helping her? Why I keep helping him? Because I'm part of your assignment. And you can't abort an assignment. It's already assigned. You can't abort this assignment. It's already an assignment. They're just like chosen ones. When you hit rock bottom, you was homeless, struggling. A lot of y'all gonna experience rock bottom. You want to know why you couldn't give up? You want to know why you couldn't walk away? You want to know why you couldn't turn around? Because that wasn't part of your assignment. You can't abort an assignment that's already assigned. Do you hear me, chosen ones? That's why you still here, even though you wanted to give up. That's why you still strong, even in the midst of you being real weak. That's why you have the thrive in the midst of you having no motivation, because this was part of your assignment that was assigned to you, part of your destiny. That's why, chosen ones, telling you what I know. 1 Timothy 2:9, likewise, I want the woman to adorn themselves with proper clothes, modesty and self-control, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly attire. Rain H. I don't know what made you I don't know what made you write that, but yeah, don't send no hate energy over here. Like I don't know. I'm where I need to be. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm where I need to be. Fashion wise, I'm where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, chosen ones, because you're not like them, you're not one of them. They be wanting to place other people's identity onto you, or they be trying to steal your identity to place onto other people. But it all aligns with them not being able to have control of you, because God's people have their own mind. How a mind can be controlled when it's its own. When it's its own, you do the opposite of what they'll do. They go right, you go left. When a mind of its own, you do your own thing. You don't do things of him, of her, of she, of he, of we all. But a own mind do its own thing, chosen ones. I just want to acknowledge that. And when you have your own mind, you will constantly attract Christians that use scripture to control the narrative of who you are, to put you in a box with them of who they are. When you of a person of your own mind, once again, you got people trying to dictate what you should do or what you shouldn't do. They calling you weird because you don't act like her, you don't act like him. See, this word have a hard time accepting something set apart from it, because you was never meant to be apart. If you was set apart, that means you was never meant to be apart. That makes you your own person. That's why you always alone, because you your own person. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? That's why That's why you have your own style, because you have your own mind. That's why you have your own motion, because you got your own thing going. Am I making a point here? Okay. When you your own person, you don't follow the crowd, okay? I'm just saying, when you your own person, you do your own thing. You don't try to blend in to fit in. You gonna always stand out when you your own person. That's all. That's all I'm saying, chosen ones. And can't no Christian, can't no scripture scholar use no scripture in the Holy Bible to question my existence if I'm naturally connected to the vine, when I can go look in the Bible and find my own questioning, find my own change, find my own awareness. You get what I'm saying? You can find that on your own, chosen ones. Diddy got released today. I can't wait to see what happens. Man, I'm not doing no social media. That ain't got... Just stay away from social media, y'all. I'm not telling y'all what to do. But if it ain't about making no money, or if it ain't about learning something new, stay off social media. If you on social media because you focus on somebody else's life, what somebody else got going on, how somebody else living, what somebody else have, you lost, and you don't know your purpose in this world. Because people that know their purpose in this world got working to do, and a lot of them are doing work. They not occupied with somebody else's life because they got a life they living on their own. And that life is full of surprises, full of action, because it's always something new. It's always something new. Always. It's always something, and it's always something new. That's all I'm saying. God gets off killing kids. Oh, okay. I could never fit in either. Even if I try, I could never fit in. Look past the pedophiles. Guard ear gates. Oh, Lord, you are a beautiful lady. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Well, I've been on this live for 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 41 seconds. And I think, well, I don't think, I know I have reached the end of my message. So if you were able to, it's heaven. So if you were able to continue being on this live with me, I really do appreciate y'all for energetically donating your time and your energy. Do not forget to become a subscriber if you have not subscribed to the channel already, and turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I am going live, or I am uploading, or perhaps making community posts. And I try doing all of it every day. You know, in some cases, I do have a life outside of YouTube, family, because what I speak on is what I do and who I am in real life. So, you know, I appreciate the Most High for being able to allow me to add YouTube into my life occasionally, to keep my tribe updated of our spiritual awareness in this world. And I really do appreciate that. So that's all I got for y'all. What you know is what you read. What you sow is what you read. Psalms 35. Most certainly. And if you know, you life into you. All praises to the Most High. Shalom. Oh, happy Sabbath. Today is Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, y'all. Happy Sabbath. Thank y'all for tuning in. Wait, Ryan. You're too bored. Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh, let me show y'all my own. Before I dive off, y'all, let me let the cameras up. I am still advertising my lock accessories for all my lock heads. If y'all on this live, let me scoot this shirt over. Okay. For all my lock heads, if you are on this live, I am still advertising my lock accessories. And it was inspired based on my spiritual journey and awakening. But these are my feathers. Y'all can go. Y'all can also check out my website. I have a website for my feathers. So I'm going to just give y'all a little, I can't ask for advice. I'm going to just give y'all a little peek. Okay. Now with these, y'all, I wear a lot of them. I wear several of them, especially if they little. And they do not fall off. So for everybody that's saying, oh, they fall off, nope. I can style my hair any way I want. They still on. Let's see. I'm gonna just do a couple of styles, y'all, while they still on, just to show y'all that the feathers stay on. Like, say for instance, you're doing a style like this. Just make sure you don't get it caught up in a rubber band, but it's still on. See? So it don't matter what style. The feathers stay on. I sleep with them on. So whenever you feel the value has had its wear and tear on the feathers, you can dispose of it. But my feathers are 24 hours all day, every day, and they can last up to 5 to 6 months. Let's see. They can last up to 5 to 6 months. My feathers are 24 hours. 24 hours. Okay. There we go. Okay. So here go another view, y'all, before I get off the line. And it's called Uniquely Feathered. Like I said, you can check out my website. I have a website where I sell my lock accessories. And I'm creating, I have so many collections and just so much to get out there, family. I just got the website, so it's just say, you know, I uploaded what I had at the time. But anyways, this is the last review. So if you a lockhead, I'm a proud lockhead. I love my locks. I'm a proud lockhead. Proud lockhead, baby. I wouldn't trade it for none in the world. I am a proud lockhead. I love my locks. Love them. Love them. So, inspiration behind creating these lock accessories is that, like, they don't have lock accessories for locks. And I just got tired of going out blending in with folks. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you see somebody with locks, usually they don't have anything in their locks. They be plain. So I'm like, I need to change this because I'm unique and I have a certain fashion statement. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spiritual girly with a certain style, and I have a fashion statement. So I'm like, you know what? Feathers. Connected to divine connection, spiritual awakening. Oh yeah, we're gonna get somewhere with that. So that's how I came up with that idea. All right. So that's all I got for y'all. That's all I have for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. I go by Royal Blue on this platform. I love y'all. I'll be tuning back in soon. Happy Sabbath, family. I'm out.